Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Chris Erwin. The Chris Erwin Scholar Athlete Award was designed to honor our student athletes in the Riverbend area. Each week, we'll select one male and one female scholar athlete. This will culminate with two $1,000 college scholarships to the male and female athlete of the year. Enjoy the clip of this week's winners.
Big Z General Manager Nick Darr here with our Scholar Athlete Award, the Big Z Chris Erwin Scholar Athlete Award, year number 5. We will award a $1,000 scholarship to one male and one female at the end of the year as part of this award that Chris and I have done over the last few years. And pleased to be joined by this week's winner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Justin Laws. I go to Roxana High School. I graduate in 2022, and I participate in varsity football, varsity wrestling, and varsity track and field.
Justin, so 3-sport star, obviously a lot to balance there. Talk about, we'll start with the academic side, just how you're able to balance playing 3 sports and still keeping, being a good student in the classroom as well.
I have to give thanks to my mom. She helps me a lot with, work and scheduling. And sometimes we have classes where we can, get our work done in a study hall that I have at the end of the day. And it's just, a lot of work and time, but it's worth it.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably have to be English. I love writing.
Okay, great.
I love it.
So a 3-sport star, football, wrestling, and track and field. Of those 3, which do you enjoy the most, or does it just kind of depend on the season?
Probably throwing and track. I love it. I love the grind. I love the technicality of it, and I love chasing a PB. It's thrilling. So.
And you're in the midst of that season right now. How's that going so far this year?
Good. I got a throwing coach this year as a senior. I mean, they're great. They're helping me chase my dreams, and it's going good. Really good.
Let's go back, talk a little bit about the football season this year. Last year, the Shells make a playoff run. A little different ball game this year, just being in that new conference, in the Cahokia Conference. Talk about the adjustment between moving from the South Central over to the Cahokia Conference this year.
I think our mindset was kind of play our game, remember everything that you can, and, just go out with heart because, we had less than 6 seniors, about 9 or 10 juniors, and then the rest were sophomores and freshmen. So we're super young, and it's like you can win games with a young team, but at the end of the day, you just gotta, grind through those games. There's some really good Freeburg, Salem, they were pretty good. We had to play some really good, tough teams. And I'm glad how our season went. We didn't make it to playoffs, and that's all right. But overall, just a great season. So
you transition from a sport in the fall that's really a team, kind of the ultimate team game, into sports in wrestling and track and field that are far more individual. Talk about the contrast between those two and how you approach them maybe a little bit differently.
Wow. Okay, so it is individual, but with wrestling, my wrestling team is our family. We have something called Abe's Rumble that we go to every year. You might be familiar with it. It's up in Springfield at the BOS Center. It's about 3 days or so, depending on how far you make it into it. And talk about a team experience. So everybody wrestles. It goes by match, and it's a big old bracket. And talk about teamwork. Every single match counts.
Mm-hmm.
You win, you get those points, that could make or break your team making it further into the bracket, if that makes sense. So
absolutely.
While it is individual, as far as a team aspect, I don't know if there wasn't a team aspect to wrestling, if I would even participate, because between Coach Milazzo and Coach Hill, they're like my family. So yeah.
Great.
With track, it's kind of the same. It's a family aspect. It is individual. You are chasing your own numbers. You're chasing your own wins. But at the same time, we have Ashton Noble and Alec Laughlin. They're like right beside me through everything with track, and they're, my brothers as well. So I mean, I love that. So
Great. So yeah, obviously individual performance, but still very much a team atmosphere there.
right.
Justin, what are your plans going forward in terms of after high school?
I actually signed with St. Xavier University in Chicago. It's D3 for track. I got a pretty, nice little chunk of change that they're giving me, and they're gonna help me out with schooling for sure. And I'm excited to go there. Right now I'm learning to throw javelin, hammer, and that's definitely a process. But I'm ready for that next step. So
Well, congratulations on a great career at Roxana in the classroom and on the athletic fields, and congratulations
yeah,
for the nomination.
appreciate it.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Preston. Appreciate the time.